All right, we're up. We're muted and off screen, but the stream is running. Okay. I was going to follow. I like to follow us. At least we have one viewer. Hey, how's my audio? Do I sound right? Do I sound like normal? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. All right. So I'm gonna run the brief opener, and then we'll go live. Yep. All right. Running the opener now. Coming out now. Hey, welcome back everybody to the CT Avis channel. We're here as part of the Odd Lot over on this channel, and today we are running more Call of Cthulhu, part 2 of the Harvest Masquerade. Last week we started this, or actually was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
This will be, I guess, part 3 officially. The finale,
okay.
Let's call it.
Yeah, because we started the first one at the end of the last one. So anyway, we keep rolling along here with Call of Cthulhu. I guess I'll leave it to John to do the recap of where we left off exactly. And so go ahead, John.
Yeah, actually, I wish I had the time to write something nicely, but I didn't. So we'll do this off the cuff. But first of all, I want to say thank you to anybody who actually is watching this. We appreciate you. And hopefully you guys will get an interest in learning to play or playing some Call of Cthulhu. We are a part of the Odd Lot RPG, as Chris said, streaming on the CT Avis channel. Books are available on Amazon. Just look up CT Avis. And they're all pretty cool.
Thank you.
I am joined here by my friends. We'll go in a different order this time. Tonight, I am joined here by Rick, who's playing Hampton Lockhart, the Doctor of Medicine. I also have here Bob, who is playing Brick McAllister, Bartholomew Brick McAllister. Again, I'm not sure his background has come into focus just yet, so I'll let Bob announce that when the time comes story-wise. But he is, for all intents and purposes, built like a brick shithouse. We also have Tim, who is playing our resident Pennsylvanian, Anton Kuznetsov, who is a ex-pilot, mechanic, airplane mechanic, all-around wrench fanatic. And we also have Rid, who's playing Larson Shane. Larson is a bootlegger and probably otherwise dangerous guy to be around. We also have Trombley, who is playing Dr. or Professor, Dr. Morgan Granville, I believe.
I prefer Dr. Professor.
Dr. Professor Morgan Granville.
Yeah.
Parapsychologist / occultist / all-around ghost hunter. And finally, we have Chris, CT Avis himself, world-renowned author, who is playing private investigator Sam Slade and World War I veteran.
And I just want to pop up 1 second here. I didn't get a chance to. I saw on the draw popping up Hampton Lockhart's picture. I missed him, but I got everybody else as you were introducing.
Ah, there you go.
And you spent all that time introducing us just to put us in a fight against an old one. So that may not be relevant after tonight's session.
Right. So everyone will be re-rolling. No, we'll see how things go. As Chris said, that is indeed what's about to happen. In our last episode, our investigators found themselves in the town of Harper's Hollow in western Massachusetts at the behest of the Colonel, the person who runs the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, the group that all of these investigators are members of. In Harper's Hollow, they met a Dr. Lydia Crane, who was a local historian. She had mentioned that every year for the past couple of years that she's been living in the town, children and young adults have been going missing right around the night before Halloween. And she was concerned, not being native to the town, and she wanted to figure out what was going on. The investigators have met the Reverend of the church, Reverend Josiah Bell, a creepy individual who led the congregation in an even creepier sermon, who also led a parade of children and young adults from a party, the actual Harvest Moon celebration or festival, to an old broken down chapel in a section of woods just outside of town and outside of their farms, colloquially called Hermit's Woods. The children and young adults formed a ring inside the old chapel, holding hands. The Reverend began a chant that was then repeated by all of the children. And a creature arrived through the floorboards of the old chapel, comprised of primarily pumpkin vines, as well as the occasional human limb. Writhing and amorphous, it formed a giant creature at least 10 feet in height. But as the investigators are standing there, seems to continue to grow even larger and wider as it continues to pour out of the floorboards of the old chapel. I believe it was was it Doctors Granville and Lockhart, I think, who were holding back... I think Anton was holding Dr. Lydia Crane. And one of the doctors, I think it was Dr. Lockhart, noticed a slip of paper fall onto the ground. And that is where we're going to start. So if you imagine, if you will, a dark wood with a large bonfire nearby, mostly destroyed old stone chapel with rotten floorboards with a giant pumpkin vine creature coming out of the ground, a slip of paper on the ground, crazy chanting, and I would like everybody to roll sanity. It's always fun when you get to start a game session by immediately rolling sanity.
Yay.
Success. Hard success.
Right,
No, that's for Hampton. Damn it. For me, it was just a success.
Yeah.
So Sam, you got a success. Hampton, you got a hard success. Larson, hard success. Morgan, success. Anton, success. Brick's hard success. That is excellent. If everyone could roll a 1d4, please. And whatever number you roll, there's a lot of ones there. That's great. Subtract that from your total sanity, please. Because at the sight of this creature, upon noticing the limbs and scope, you begin to feel a chill run up your spine. And as unnerved as you are, you steel yourself. We are going to... Let's see. I don't have the NPC here, but we're going to go ahead and click on the encounter turn order, which will turn everybody, or move everybody into their dexterity order.
Is this where I would do a luck check for...
Yes. So something we talked about before we got on camera was whether or not Anton remembered to bring or stop at the car to grab his rifle. So please go ahead and give me a luck check. Awesome. Yes, it's a hard success for anybody watching. Yeah, maybe at some point you were able to sneak away during the party because that did take a couple of hours and grab the rifle. It's not too unusual to have something like that in a farming community, really. Maybe a little bit unusual at the festival, but no reason why you couldn't have, maybe stowed it somewhere close by. But yes, you do have that with you then.
Okay.
So, we have at the pulpit, or where the pulpit would be anyway, of the chapel, Reverend Bell, the ring of children and young adults, the giant creature. We also have Anton hanging onto a squirming Dr. Crane, who's starting to no longer seem nervous, but now seems to not really be acting herself, or at least not the person you have been seeing all day. Starting with Larson. We're at the top of the round, so to speak. What would you like to do? And I know you don't see the creatures or Reverend Bell's turn order on there. I can tell you for certain both of them appeared just after Brick.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go back to the bonfire. I'm gonna grab one of the flaming, nice flaming stick. We gotta get everybody out of there. We should burn the place down with that thing in it.
Gotta get the children clear.
All right, that'll likely take you the round. Anton? Oh, you now have on your possession a burning chunk of wood or a branch or whatever it is.
Alrighty.
You don't have to write that down.
I think he's going to...
You do have currently in your arms a Dr. Crane.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Yeah, doctor, no! And he's going to try and push her away. Kind of like throw her away. So that he
Okay.
can draw he's going to want to do that so he can draw his rifle, but he's going to try and throw her, like, back towards the exit. Where we came from.
Yeah, towards that path.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a... So this is what I was talking about before. This would likely be considered a fighting maneuver. You're not necessarily fighting, but you're going to be making a maneuver like that. So you're going to go ahead and make a brawl check, and she's going to make a contested check.
I'm sure there's a brawl somewhere.
Fighting brawl, I believe, is the full skill title.
Okay, yes.
5 points.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn those 5.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and subtract the luck points. That gives you a regular success, and I can tell you she rolled a failure. So go ahead and describe to me exactly what that seems like, how that looks.
He's gonna, as he's yelling at her, he's gonna try and, like, grab her, because he had one arm, tucked in his arm, and he's going to kind of use it to swivel her around and then push with his other arm and shove her like from behind so that she would probably be stumbling forward, but back towards the path, and yelling at her to get away, and so that, like I said, his goal is to then have his arms free and her away so he can use his rifle at this, but getting her safe first.
Yeah, that's exactly it. She ends up sprawled on the ground a couple feet away from you, on her hands and knees on the path that leads back to where the Harvest Festival was, the path you guys took to come here. And at this point, you now have access to your lever action, right? I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Sam?
All right. At the end of last session, I had already grabbed a firebrand from the bonfire. So I'd like to sort of rush forward into, I guess, the circle where the kids are, and start waving the firebrand around, kind of akin to Aragorn on Weathertop. Trying to
I will.
snap the kids out of it as well as keep the monster back from them.
I will say, if you bust through the circle of children that are holding hands, which you can do, that would be putting you right in between them and the thing. Is that what you're intending to do?
Well, when you put it that way, it sounds like a bad idea.
Well,
when
I
put
just
it
want
my
you to
way,
realize what's at stake. I mean, you can. It is still heroic.
You guys are going to save me, right? You guys are going to save me, right?
Sure. I mean, we're gonna try.
Sure would make the bootlegging easier.
I'm not a cop. I'm a
He was
PI.
getting between me and gun and target, but sure, go ahead.
All right.
I don't use lightning launcher, so go ahead.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going to try to do. It sounds like a terrible idea, but it's the only one I got.
Okay,
What should I
I
do?
like it. Go ahead and give me a fighting maneuver, and that's going to be our fighting brawl check. We're going to pick some random kids for you to basically bust through their arms. Not bust their arms, but you know what I mean.
Success.
Great. Yep. And that's an easy success. Yeah, help me narrate this. What does that look like? Make it as heroic as you'd like.
We got to get the kids out of the line of danger here. Just start charging forward, kind of cutting up me, hurdling some of the smaller children, landing in the center, and like, get out of here, kids, get out of here, and like kind of trying to break their hypnosis or whatever, like waving the fire in front of them. And then back, you thing, back! At the pumpkin creature.
You can see the creature. It doesn't even. I mean, it's faceless, so it doesn't have any kind of expression. It doesn't even make a noise. It's uncomfortable in the fact that the only sound you can hear is the sort of vines sort of sliding over each other and the rustling of the the leaves on the pumpkin vines. It's a little unnerving that you can't hear anything, and that the only thing you can hear are the kids chanting. And you do find yourself inside the ring, swinging the little brand of fire around. The two kids that were holding hands that you had busted through reconnect their hands. They seem completely unfazed by what you're saying and doing.
Well, shit.
Hampton.
How many kids are there?
There are 18 children and young adults in the full circle.
Huh. I'm gonna try and grab like a few of them, 2 or 3 maybe, like some of the smaller ones, that if I can come through and kind of pick up and try and remove out of the church, just to kind of break it up.
All right, let us check your strength. Your strength is 55. You would likely be able to pick up 1. Is that what you would like to try and do?
Sure.
Well, you did say the smallest ones. There are 2 children that are relatively young, let's say maybe 6 or even 7 years. I can't believe I just said that.
6, 7.
Let me change
How
that.
dare you?
Talk about breaking the immersion, right? It's about 7 or 8 years of age. And
My daughter would be absolutely losing it right now.
Yeah, so am I.
So I had to finish it.
But about 7 or 8 years of age that you could try and grab. If you want to try and grab both, I would go ahead and do. You're going to give me a fighting brawl check, but you're going to do it at a disadvantage. So go ahead and roll that for me.
Okay, add penalty.
Add penalty. Yes, sorry, not disadvantage. And all the while this is happening, you still hear everybody chanting, "Under harvest moonlight, soil and soul entwine. Feed the root that feeds us beneath the sacred vine. Mask thy face, forsake thy name, return to earth from whence all came." All right, you can again try and push. Actually, hold on. I may be wrong about that. Hold on. Just checking something. Nope, you cannot. You cannot push that. That's wanted to make sure of that. You can only use luck to make that better, or just deal with the failure.
Yeah, no, that would be a lot of luck. Almost all my luck.
Okay. You do find yourself sort of running towards 2 kids. You attempt to pick them up. You probably maybe trip on a floorboard or something like that, one of the loose boards. And you tell me what kind of position you're in at this point.
Find myself kind of, I wouldn't say face down, but kind of hands and knees, kind of in between the 2 kids that I attempted to pick up and remove.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Dr. Granville.
Yes.
It is your turn.
All right. Well, Dr. Granville, outwardly for a moment, is just like, oh dear, oh my, oh dear me, but he quickly collects himself and he remembers on his person he keeps a memento, a keepsake, a gift from his late wife, a flask that he keeps full of whiskey for medicinal purposes, you see, given the times that we're in. But he takes it and he unscrews it, and striding forward, knowing that I believe it was Larson who said that we should set the building ablaze with the creature inside of it. He takes his flask and he just starts splashing the liquor onto the thing, hoping to make him extra flammable with this fuel. And as he's doing so, he'll kind of like turn to Mr. Slade and go, "Well, Sam, we're either being very foolish right now or quite brave. I hope it's the latter."
I got bad news for you, Professor.
Go ahead and if you can give me a fighting brawl check, because just to establish you are trying to get through the ring of children.
Yup.
Basically where Sam is. Yeah.
Well, for what I want to do, you have to be close or it's not really going to work. So, all
right. And I assume you don't want to throw or lose your flask.
Right. So. Absolutely. He's not letting go of the flask. He's taking it and, splashing it about. All right. So here we go. Please don't suck. Come on, virtual dice. Oh no, they screwed me hard.
Yeah, you can't. You do have the flask in hand. You've taken a healthy swig. Still have enough left to do something with, but you don't find yourself on the other side of the ring of children. Where do you find yourself?
I think he finds himself like just at a terrible angle, and he's like trying to get in there, and he's like, no, I'm not close enough. I won't be able to get any on the creature. He's getting kind of like boxed out because the children are still in a trance.
All right. Brick, give me unless there's something specific you were going to try and do. Why don't you go ahead
No,
and tell me
no,
that
it was what I wanted to do was to be able to get the liquor onto the creature, but if I can't get in, you know, yeah.
Sorry, if I wasn't clear, I meant for Bob's character, Brick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope, that's good.
Well, I thought I was gonna shoot the preacher. Not the creature, but the preacher.
The
the
preacher.
creature preacher. Because I feel like he's, I don't know, like, causing this to happen? Like he's the ringleader? I mean, the creature's obviously doing stuff, but I think this guy started it, so I was gonna try to shoot him.
All right. Go ahead and give me the. You have a revolver, I believe, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a handgun check. And at this point, you're gonna do this with one penalty die. At the angle where everyone is, there's just no way you can shoot sort of around any part of the circle of children to get at him.
So, with disadvantage, you say? Sorry.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, and I'm doing the firearms handgun skill check.
Yep. That's correct.
Voice.
A hard success.
He is rather familiar with the pistol.
Freaking nice.
All right, go. That is great. Go ahead and give me the. Did it do the damage roll for you automatically? No, it doesn't, does it?
No, so the
Okay.
45 revolver attack action.
Yeah, I guess that's probably what we should have done, right? But go ahead and do it, because I think even if it's a failure, it still rolls the damage for it.
Yeah, if you'd have done that, it would have done it automatically.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
I
bad.
see.
Again, still. Anybody watching, we're still learning the VTT, so.
So you want me to do that one with a penalty?
Yes, please. Well, no, actually, it doesn't even matter. This roll that you've got here, we're going to consider that a hard success. So just go ahead and do a regular roll, and whatever it says, just disregard it. Right. And that's the damage you're going to do. So you rolled the damage of 4, correct?
Yep.
What is the damage on that? Does it tell you on your sheet? Like
You know
if you
what? I
click.
don't know.
I think it's a 1d10 plus 2.
If you click on the, if you go to equipment and click on the weapon, it'll tell you damage.
What kind of weapon is it?
He is
It is
using
a
an M1873 45 Colt 45 revolver.
Okay.
Should be 1d10 plus 2.
Plus 2.
I think it is. Yep. A lot of the revolvers of around that size do that damage.
Yeah, you rolled a 2 plus 2.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of wish the VTT would just show you also. Maybe you can click it? I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, you can. You click it and it says damage 2, bonus +2. Tim, you're
Yes.
probably already way ahead of us. That was a good time to remind you because, in case you weren't aware, you can fire up to 3 times. Each additional roll will require another penalty die. So if you just wanted to take the one shot just now, that's great. But I'll allow you to take another second or third if you want to add another penalty die to those checks. I should have checked with you at the beginning of the round.
The damage is garbage, but the hard success is nice.
Yes, it is. Go ahead and give me that third roll.
A little bit better. 5 damage with a success.
Even with the penalty. That's great.
13 total.
All right, in classic Critical Role and Odd Lot RPG style, how would you like to do this?
Well, like he's been before, he's more of a man of action, so he just holds the gun forward, looks down the sights briefly, and just pops 3 shots right off.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 shots find purchase. I mean, it's even slightly dramatic with one shot making him wheel back with one shoulder, the other shot making him wheel back with the other shoulder, and the third shot just centered straight in his chest, and he falls backwards like this and collapses on the far end of the church. Yeah, fortunately you did not roll a fumble. Just saying.
That's nice. For once.
Josiah Bell's chanting stops. And at this moment, you can see all of the children and young people. They all kind of start blinking in a haze. Anton, even out of the corner of your eye, you can see Dr. Crane kind of turning her head and looking up at you. And even she looks really confused. Some of their hands let go of each other, and they're all still standing in a ring. They're all still dazed, but that's where they're at. The Eater Beneath the Harvest. It is currently closest to Sam Slade and Morgan Granville. Okay. Sam.
Yes.
This thing just starts to, you can feel it. You know, maybe as your back is turned just for a moment, as you're waving the log of fire around, you can see the children start to blink and daze. You can feel its presence more than you can see it. Obviously, you can't quite hear anything right now over the sounds of the gunfire and the odd silence of the creature behind you. But you can almost feel it as if it's sort of like a humid breath on the back of your entire back. And it almost feels like your back is just immediately starts to sweat. And you feel the strength of an entire, say, tree trunks worth of vines smack right into your right arm and send you sprawling across the floor. One moment here. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. I mean, you know, for this sort of thing.
You.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, I don't want you guys.
And me. In
All right.
fact, although I wouldn't use the word interesting.
Okay,
Scary.
it does 6 points of damage.
Oh.
Is that equal to or greater than half of your hit points?
It is.
Okay, then you have suffered something called a major wound. You immediately fall prone, and you now have to make a Constitution con roll.
Woo, hard success.
Hard success. This thing hits you so hard that you see stars, and you just felt like a truck, almost literally, just runs right into you. You are really hurt. Like, you're not even sure. You think this thing may have actually broken a bone in your arm. Your arm feels limp and it's numb, and your head, you feel like you're about to pass out, and it starts to go darker on the edges, but you hang on. You do okay. It then turns and Morgan,
Yes.
let's see how this does. Okay, that's weird. You too take exactly 6 points of damage. Is that equal to or more than half your hit points?
Yes. That would be exactly half my hit points.
Okay, go ahead and give me a con check.
Sure. Con. I have a success.
Awesome. Same thing with you. You get floored. You are sprawling
Okay.
on your hands and knees, or not just on your hands and knees, because I think you're already on your hands and knees, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Um,
I was already knocked around.
Yeah, so this thing actually hits you in between where the kids had broken their hands apart and sends you sort of sliding across the floor. And again, with you, you feel like maybe a limb is broken as well. You maybe even hear a slight crack sound. And you as well feel like you're about to pass out, but you hang on. And you're also okay as well. Larson, we are back to you. Oh, and actually, with you on the ground, Dr. Granville, give me
Yeah.
an idea check. That's an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Intelligence.
Hey, I put points into that. I'm a professor, gosh darn it. I have a success. Regular success.
As you like pull your head up from, the daze, and you're kind of literally shaking the cloudiness from the corners of your mind, you do still see that piece of paper on the ground, not too far away from where you've landed. The one that slipped out and fell on the ground. Larson, you've seen all of this happen. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Wait, sorry, Larson.
Mm-hmm.
There's a third thing this thing can do.
Oh, goody.
Is it run away?
I'm afraid it's going to be suplex. He's going to suplex a character.
Hands out still.
RKO.
You're not too far off from the truth, Morgan. After it wallops you onto the ground, and since it was striking you in between where the two children were, it then takes that swinging tendril and wraps it around the closest child that's to you, raises it up into the air, and starts to squeeze it, and then it's just a wrap of tendrils and leaves all around it. until you hear a sickening squishing sound, and there's nothing left but blood and viscera dripping from its tendrils. Now, Larson.
That was a fun thing they can do.
Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna run in and try swinging the fire stick at it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a fighting brawl check, please.
Here we go. Can you push these?
No, you cannot push a combat roll. Can use luck. But that's a lot of points, I think, isn't it? I'm not sure. What did you
Yeah,
roll?
that's 20 points.
Yeah, it depends on what your pool of luck looks like. So I'll leave that up to you to decide.
Nah, I guess I'm gonna pass, but so it says fighting brawl 25%, but my target number is 54. What's the 25%?
That's the base, I believe.
Okay. Average so start with this number here.
Yeah, so your target is the number of points you've added to the base over the course of either leveling up or, well, there's no real leveling up, right? But Fighting Brawl starts at 25% for everybody. So your current skill level is 54. Oh, so, right, your result of 84 is actually 30 points off, right?
Oh, yes, 30. That is maths.
I was just thinking, if you did want to spend luck, that's a lot of luck, but it can be done. That's why you have it.
After the swing kind of flails around and misses, could I just drop the stick? Hope that
Yeah, of course.
fire does its job.
Sure, and this thing is large
This is a
enough
wooden
that you don't...
floorboards, right?
Right, wooden floorboards, and it's large enough that even if you were to drop it exactly where you're standing, I mean, it's there. So, yes, you can drop it.
I'm gonna drop it, and it's probably about all I can do, but I'm looking like I'm gonna try and start booking it.
You still have the ability to move away, so sure, you can start backing away from it.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna back away, I'm gonna try taking the kid with me. That might be a bit too much. Or would it?
Go ahead. Well, let's see. Go ahead and give me a luck check. See if you can.
Let's go lucky! Yeah.
All right, now give me another Fighting Brawl check. And
You're
this
coming
one's
with
fun.
me, kid, or else. Hey, I made that one.
You now have one child in your inventory. Now you have successfully dropped the log. You turn around, you grab the closest kid, and you start to make your way away from the chapel. Anton, what do you?
Okay, I'm not muted. Is there room for him to, at this point, aim where he's not shooting through other people with his rifle? Or is it still...
Probably not, because not only are there kids, you have Larson, who's now sort of not necessarily immediately in the way, but he's in the mix. Both Sam and Morgan are sprawled on the ground, so they're not in the way. But you do still have the kids and at least Larson in the way.
Okay. Would Larson be the closest because he's broken?
Because he's broken?
Well, because he got smacked.
Oh, that was Morgan. Morgan is
Oh,
the one who was smacked. Yeah, as a matter of fact,
And
Morgan was... And Sam. Morgan was the one who was just on the outside of the ring of kids, so he is the closest to you.
okay. You're gonna hear him just kind of grumble. Can't shoot everybody in way, and grab him off the floor and try and basically, probably not the most gently, but launch him towards the path as well.
All right, I like it. You're going to give me an uncontested fighting brawl check. I mean, I'm assuming Morgan's not fighting back.
No, being launched to being out of the way sounds very good to Morgan right now.
Kind of grab him by his shirt and just, oh yeah!
Just out of curiosity, Morgan, go ahead and give me a luck check.
Sure. Does this involve snatching up that piece of paper? Because that's all I've been thinking about this whole time.
No.
Oh, okay. Look for something else then. Let's see. I am so lucky.
Nice.
I rolled a 1.
So Anton, grabs you, kind of slides you out of the way, throws you out of the way, so to speak. Not only do you end up back on your feet, he does not happen to grab you by your possibly broken arm. All right, Anton, that sounds good. Sam.
But I'm a veteran. I pull my shit together, and I reach into my waistband, and with my offhand, I pull my 45. I figure I've been trained to shoot with either hand by the CIP when I was in the intelligence service. And how fragile does the wood look underneath the thing? The floor?
Pretty fragile.
I'm gonna start shooting at the floor, trying to make this thing drop. Crash to the floor. I don't know. I mean, 45 rounds. If you get the 3 of them linearly, you might be able to break a floorboard. Or does this thing really seem like it's rooted? Like it's really kind of.
Give me a spot hidden. Yeah, you're not sure. I mean, maybe just in the flurry of everything that's happening right now, that you, and the fact that you just got walloped pretty hard, maybe your sensors are still fuzzy, but you can't tell.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot at it. I'm gonna shoot for its head.
Okay. Again, 1, 2, or 3 shots. Go ahead and give me your firearms handgun check.
No,
Or sorry, not your firearms handgun. What was it again, Tim? Where you click on the weapon itself?
Yeah, the revolver attack and the actions.
There you go.
actions. Yeah.
Yes, actions.
Thank you.
Fire 3 times. First,
And I remember after the... Okay.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Then I was gonna say, and then your other 2 shots will have a penalty die.
Oh. Okay,
So just re-roll that one. We have 1
so wait,
success.
it looks like it applied to a penalty die. Wait, what?
No, I just did a regular roll. Oof.
Shot missed.
Ooh.
Yeah, your skill is a 58, so that's good, I think. Yes, you're good. We're
Right,
one
so
off
my
from
first shot
basically
was
a
a
critical
63.
shot. Yep, and your second shot is a 99,
Yeah.
which is a failure.
Is there a gun jam or anything on that?
No, that's so since your skill is a an 82, so that's above 50, that means you fumble on a 00, a 100.
And then the third shot, after the... Oh, shit.
Boys.
Oh, that's not how you aim. Line up the little one with the two big ones in the middle and aim for the bang.
You squeeze the trigger, you don't yank it.
All right, so I don't think it applied the proper damage because when you get an extreme success with a handgun, you do basically what is the equivalent to a critical hit. So you do maximum damage. So in this case, that would be, this does a damage of
An automatic 45.
1d10 plus 2.
Yeah, seems to be
It's
Okay.
12.
It's the same as the other one. So that's
Same as mine.
12. There you go. So it does 12 points. Plus you roll like it's kind of like the odd lot critical hit. Plus you roll the damage die again.
Is
So
it
go
an
ahead and do
extreme
a-
success? Does that trigger
Yes.
a critical, or would it have to
Yep.
be a critical success?
No, so it's an extreme success. If you get an extreme success on any kind of attack, you do the critical hit for it.
Equivalent.
Yeah, so melee attacks don't get that extra thing. So they're called, geez, I can't remember. It's not a puncture, but, impale. It's called impaling. So when you have an impaling weapon, so something that's sharp or something that's a bullet, those are considered impaling weapons. Then you get to do the full damage plus a damage roll. So you have done 12 plus 2, which is 14 points of damage. In addition to your original success, which was 4 points of damage. So you've done 18 points of damage so far. Which... honestly, so you take your 3 shots, right? One of them happens to miss, just shoots wide. You know for a fact that both of those shots against a person would easily have killed a man. This does seem to chip away at it. You've got a piece of vine that gets flung off. There's a slight chunk in it, but just due to its enormous size, like you're not sure how much time it's going to take to actually do a significant amount of damage to this thing. But you've done something to it, for sure.
Oh, I thought he was shooting at the floor.
No, I changed my mind and shot it.
Oh, okay.
Hampton.
All right. I am still on the floor. Is the burning stick that Larson dropped anywhere near me?
It's pretty much at the base of the creature itself. So is it near you? I mean, do you want it to be near you?
Yes.
Give me a luck check. Yeah, it's within reach.
Okay. I'm going to I want to reach for it and throw it basically at the base of the creature.
Well, I will tell you, it was already at the base of the creature. So when Larson dropped it, it was dropped because this thing is big enough that it's. I mean, imagine it being Well, I like the size of, I don't know, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's leg or something like that in girth.
All right.
Like it's pretty big. It takes up a good portion of the chapel itself. So it's already that's a horrible comparison, but whatever.
Scan around the room for anything flammable.
I mean, there's the floorboards. There's some broken pieces of pews. There's
Nothing liquid flammable, like, I don't know why. So it might be hiding like a can of gas or something in the corner of the chapel.
Did Morgan's alcohol get on the floor at all?
We'll actually find that out on the next round. Or the next. He's on alert 5 there, so. No, there's not a giant red barrel that says danger on it anywhere nearby. Nor are there any other liquid flammables that you see.
All right, then I guess I'm going to try and continue doing what I was doing by. All right, this time I'm just going to grab one kid and try and shuttle them away from everything that's going on.
Okay, go ahead and give me. Are you going to do one, or are you going to try and pick up 2 kids again?
No, I'm just going to do one this time.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a fighting brawl check, please.
Success.
Yeah. You've picked up a kid, and you still have enough ability to move if you'd like. Go ahead and tell me what that seems like, or describe what that looks like.
I'm going to scoop them up and kind of shuttle them to the door. Get them as close to the exit as possible.
Okay. Another child has been removed. Morgan.
Yeah. Morgan, in this moment, for whatever reason, that slip of paper is on the forefront of his mind. So I'm going to try and scoop that up.
Yeah, especially based on that last luck roll. You easily have that piece of paper, and I am going to share it with the party just so that everybody can see it. And when you got hit with the flask that you had open, almost comically, there is not just a puddle of the whiskey that you had in the flask nearby the creature, but this is the almost comically part. Almost comically, there's a trail leading from it to the flask that's next to you.
Oh no! Well, the flask is very dear to Granville. It was a gift from his wife and something that he cherishes. I'm going to try and, it's probably like that slow motion, like, oh no! Try and save the flask.
Yeah, no, you definitely grabbed it again. There's no need to make a roll for it, so you've got it.
And then if it's not too much, I think Granville would probably also try and assist a child in escaping. We're like, come along, quickly, take my hand. We must get out of here.
Off the table.
Yeah.
Read that.
If you'd
What,
like,
the
I
note?
can give you a moment to read the note. Yeah. And if you still want to do what you said, that's fine too.
Oh, I did not see the side note on the note earlier. Okay, thank you, Chris. Yes, I would like to change what I'm doing. Yeah, I did not see the reverse the final. Actually, I'm having trouble making that out.
Pull your mouse wheel, it'll zoom.
Oh, okay. Reverse the final verse to halt the binding. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Granville is going to read out in reverse just the last line, or am I reading that right? Reverse the final verse to halt the binding. All right, so under harvest moonlight, soil and soul entwine. Feed the root that feeds us beneath the sacred vine. Forsake thy name. Return to earth from whence thy came. Am I doing this right?
Is that what you say? I mean, I'll give you a
Forgot
chance
mask
to.
thy face.
Oh, okay. Mask thy face, forsake thy name, return to earth from.
Reverse the
Wanna
final.
reverse it.
Reverse the final verse.
Return to earth before mask thy face. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm like. Even as I started doing it, I was like, I'm not sure.
The first half is the summoning, isn't it? Or, I don't know.
Idea? Check.
Sure, we can try
Yeah,
that.
can I do an idea check?
Of course.
I just realized my own in real life brain power was not
No, that's what
quite
it's
up to it.
Yep.
That's an 85 for a target of 70. That is a failure.
You can spend luck on it if you'd like.
I absolutely would. That's what, 15 points of luck? Yeah, I do that. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, so just two things. One, you realize that the final verse means the part that begins with the word mask and ends with the word came. However, you do notice something that stands out to you, and that is some of the words have been crossed out.
Yeah. Alright, so the words forsake thy name and from whence all came have been crossed out.
I'm not sure if that means you should read the crossed out part or all of it together.
I don't know either.
Can you guys hear my cat going nuts?
No.
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 Okay, good. Just yelling.
I think it's just those two not crossed out parts backwards. So return to earth and mask thy face.
Alright. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try then. Return to earth, mask thy face.
All right, is that your final answer? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're
Yes,
going with?
final answer. I phoned a friend.
Yeah, as you start to say the words, the creature, faceless as it is, you can see its tendrils and vines writhing into what looks like facing your direction, possibly. And as it does so, you can see some of the roots and vines and tentacles? No. Start to slide downward and into itself. Okay, Brick. And I do realize the time. If everybody is okay with a couple minutes,
Sure.
Rid, I know you're also tough.
Rid,
with
are you
lateness.
awake? Rid, are you awake?
Oh, did Rid fall
Somebody
asleep?
wake up X. I think he's asleep.
This may be a first. Well, Brick, you can take a turn anyway.
Sure. So, is there anybody still inside the ring of kids? I imagine the ring's breaking up now.
The ring is breaking up. Some of the kids who are starting to be a little bit more aware of their surroundings are sort of maybe walking around like confused. Did that work?
Nothing.
Wow. That's all right.
So,
And no,
Sam.
so Sam has taken a few shots. He's not standing immediately next to it because he was sent sprawling. So
all right. Well, before all that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, go ahead and give me a spot hidden check before you make any decisions. Extreme success.
Yep.
You can see, again, kind of comically, that the fire from the piece of log that Larson put down at the base of the creature started to catch the floorboards. And the alcohol from Granville's flask started to slide downwards towards one of the holes or in between the floorboards, also hitting the very same floorboard that was catching on fire. And you can see that there is now a small fire starting to burn right at the base of the creature.
I was gonna say, the one handout you have for the ritual, there's that fire bowl or brazier. I imagine that's where they're getting the sticks from. I was gonna try to just shove that whole thing towards it. Like just topple it over in the direction of the creature.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a fighting brawl check. That'll make sense. Uncontested. Oh yeah. With a hard success, not only have you knocked it over, but you have knocked it over to the point where it is firmly landed on top of the whiskey. And so not only is there a fire, there is a nice hot flame going off to the side of the creature. And you can see the thing absolutely reacting to it. So after Morgan said the words, and when it started to sort of tighten its vines into itself, and as it started to sort of move a little bit, you can see that the base of the thing is now fully catching on fire.
Yelling for everybody to get out. Get out of here. Flee to the woods. Get out.
At this point, what I would like to do is this. You see the flames start to take hold. First in the old broken floorboards. Then as it starts to spread, you can see that it starts to catch some bits of dry pine on the edges where the old chapel has been broken down. Any pieces of old pews start to catch on fire. All of the children have managed to get away. The fire scaring the hell out of them, if not the creature too.
Well, not all the children.
Not all the children.
Almost all the children.
The wooden beams begin to groan. The air starts to fill with a sharp, choking scent of burning dust and age-old rot. Beneath the floorboard, you can see that the roots twist and writhe, thrashing like serpents in agony. The sound is not of any beast, but of the earth itself screaming, low, deep, and mournful, as if the soil remembers every harvest that ever was. You feel the ground begin to shudder, boards split, splinters flying through the air. A mass of blackened tendrils pushes up through the inferno, writhing towards the night sky, clutching and curling as if to seize its tormentors, slamming back on the ground behind you as you make your way even further away. The faceless head rises once more, a hollow, ashen thing. And for a moment, it seems to gaze at all of you, even with no eyes at all. And then, silence. The chapel collapses inward, a cascade of sparks rising into the October air. The fire consumes everything. The roots, the broken pieces of pew, what's left of the altar, all of the floorboards, and whatever ancient hunger once slumbered beneath Harper's Hollow. That's where we'll end for the night.
Sounds like a good. So you think this is over, or do we have more to wrap up next time?
Oh, I think it'll just be wrap up, but it'll be more like an epilogue, if anything.
So are we playing this next week, or is that one of the weeks you need off?
No, next week I'll be around, so we will do sort of an epilogue for that, start of the next one, and if need be, I can repeat that for Rid. So yeah, okay. So yeah, thank you to all of you for playing. I know this was short, but we had to keep it short. I'm sorry for starting so late, but you know, family matters.
Yeah, I'm just happy to play.
But,
it all.
yeah. So once again, for anybody watching, my name is John. I'm the Keeper of Arcane Lore. This has been Call of Cthulhu. And Chris, with any final words?
Yeah, sorry we have had, this was our only sort of activity for the Odd Lot this week. We missed Sunday and Monday. Hopefully we're back to normal next week with both the Kingdom of Steam D&D game, 5e 2014 rules on Sunday, and then Monday we'll be back with, if not the conclusion to the first chapter of our Pathfinder 2e adventure, at least beginning that. Looks like we're heading to some sort of climax. I don't know, I'm not the DM. And we'll be back here to wrap up the epilogue on Call of Cthulhu, the Masquerade, and begin our next, what do you call it, investigation. That's what we call it. Thanks everybody for joining us. Join our Discord in the link below in the box. Like and subscribe.